Ako si Joaquin. Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
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 Magandang tanghali mga kaliga. We are here inside the ENDERUN Gymnasium here in McKinley Hills. It's a gig for the continuation of your Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup Season 2 presented by the Shawarma Shack. Our first game of your Sunday doubleheader will feature the EAC Generals going up against the UP Fighting Maroons. Let us first meet the protagonists first for the EAC Generals. Starting off with player number 0, Gerald Manacho. Player number 2, Jervin Vista. Player number 4, Ero Pardonsalan. Player number 7, Kyle Buen. Player number 13, Jethro Bacod. Player number 16, Mac Jacob. Player number 17, Dave Ednilan. Player number 24, Andre Oliveros. Player number 25, Rico Postanes. Player number 35, Andre Doria. Player number 44, Felix Villarense. Player number 91, Wilmar Oftana. Player number 97, Joshua Devara. And player number 99, Harvey Pagsanhan. And now let's meet the players for the UP Fighting Maroons. Starting off with player number 8, Javion Coleman. Player number 9, Angelo Rivero. Player number 17, Nico Tan. Player number 21, Evan Singson. Player number 23, Paulo Galotera. Player number 35, Javi Hugo. Player number 37, Samuel Maniti. Player number 39, Hugo Ramirez. Player number 40, Roe Domingo. And player number 99, Francis Noruka. May we now invite everyone to please rise for the singing of our Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Today's battleground will be the gymnasium of the ENDERUN colleges over here at McKinley Hill in Taguig City for the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po lamang magdadala ng aksyon ng mga umaatikapong laban ng Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. And our match up for today's doubleheader will be the UP Fighting Maroons against the Emilio Aguinaldo College's Generals for our first game, and the University of Perpetual Help Binyan will go against the Mapua Cardinals in our second game. And let's take a look first at our team standings para ma-update po natin ang mga kaganapan dito sa Pinoy Liga Cup Next Man Cup. Ayan po. For Pool A, nangunguna pa rin po ang UST Growling Tigers, sinusundan ng CSB Blazers and San Beda University Red Lions. Parehong may 3-2 na kartada. DLSU Green Archers even at 2-2. Enderun Titans 1-1. And the St. Dominic College's Pikemen 1-3. Adamson Soaring Falcons 1-3. Then, etong mga maglalaban na eskwelahan ngayon, tingnan natin, 3-1 ang EAC Generals, samantala UP Fighting Maroons 1-2. And let's turn it over to our courtside announcer for the match at hand now, Alvin Tanyada. And we are underway for this match-up between the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals against the UP Fighting Maroons. Starters were called. Javi Hugo now. Pass to Volatera. Being bothered by Andre Doria. But there will be a foul against Dave Ednilag underneath against Francis Noruca. Isa sa mga gumawa at nag-lead dito sa mga Fighting Maroons last week when they lost against the University of Perpetual Help Binyan Saints. Jello Rivero now up top. Tumira over Mac Jacob, no good. Francis Noruca second serving, that will be good. Again, as said, Francis Noruca spearheading the UP Fighting Maroons last week against the University Perpetual Help Binyan, where they lost. 10 seconds to shoot now. 3-point shot underway there for Felix Villarente. 3-2 is our count in favor of EAC Generals. 8 minutes 57 seconds remaining. Olatera being bothered by Macacob. Jello Rivero at the corner hesitates against Postanes. Ednilag stole the ball for EAC. Macacob, no good. Ball will go to the UP Fighting Maroons. Good challenge there on the part of UP, barring the shot of Mac Jacob. There will be a foul against Felix Villarente. Second team foul for EAC. Pressure defense now, on-ball defense. Postanes against Culatera. Javi Hugo. Francis Noruca. And there will be a continuation for Francis Noruca. Again, Dave Ednilag will be called for that foul. That's his second, third team foul now for EAC. Samantala, lalabas na po si Dave Ednilag na meron na pong dalawang foul. Wilmar Oftana coming in for him. Bonus free throw good for Francis Noruca. 5-4 is our count in favor of the Fighting Maroons. Good 2-3 defense now being employed by Coach Nico Tiong. Andre Doria, Rico Postanes drilling that three-pointer. Nico Tan, bothered by three white shirts. Nothing there. Oftana secures the board. Villarente now. Rico Postanes drilled the three-pointer earlier. Will try again from the same spot and it will be good. Second three-pointer for Rico Postanes. 9-5 is our count. 4-point lead now for the EAC General. 7 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Culatera. Pressured by Postanes. Francis Noruca underneath. Short. Postanes secures the board. Villarente. Balik kay Villarente ang bola. Postanes corner 3. Heat check there for Rico Postanes. Javi Hugo now pushing the pace, but they're outnumbered. Hesitating, Jello Rivero, but he will be called. But there will be a foul underneath. And UP Fighting Maroons would want to talk things over. Apat po ang hinahabol nila, 9-5 against the EAC Generals. Babalik po kami matapos itong break na ito.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
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 And we have some trivia here for the EAC Generals. They were the UCAA champions, repeat champions 2004, 2005, and 2006. And they were the NCRAA champions way back in 2004. And kita natin yung winning tradition nitong EAC Generals na gustong ipagpatuloy ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes at the helm for the sports and basketball program of the EAC Generals. Nabanggit nga namin in the other coverages of their games, they have reached a milestone actually in the past NCAA season. They surpassed the previous win-loss record, but hindi pa rin satisfied si Coach Gerson dahil ang talagang target niya is pumasok sa playoffs or Final Four. Let's see this coming season if they will really achieve that goal with given these talented recruits as Jello Rivero throws up that floater. He will be fouled. Mac Jacob committing his first personal. Lalabas ngayon siya dito in favor of Gerald Manacho. Gerald Manacho played also a good game last Sunday against the LPU Pirates. Jello Rivero sinking in that first free throw. Second is good. 9-6 is our count still in favor of the EAC Generals. Andre Doria hands it off to Felix Villarente. Rico Postanes. Bothered by Maniti. Manacho. But there will be a foul underneath. Let's see kung kanino. I think that's against Jello Rivero. Wilmar Oftana. Felix Villarente drives, kicks out to Oftana for the 3. No good. Andre Doria thought about that 3. Balik kay Rico Postanes na nakadalawang tres na. Doria now pulls up short. Davion Coleman secures the board. Gives it to Javi Hugo. Singson. Davion Coleman. Downstairs. Fades away. No good. Manacho surveying the floor for the EAC Generals. Pulls up from mid-range. That's his shot, but not good that time. Chelo Rivero pull up 3. No good. Felix Villarente now. Manacho wasn't ready. Chelo Rivero to Javi Hugo. And he will be fouled there. Nice fake and bait move for Javi Hugo. And now, makikita na natin si Harvey Pagsanhan, ang prize recruit ni Coach Jerson Cabiltes. Last time we saw here in the Pinoy Liga Cup, still playing for the UE Warriors. Now made his transfer to the EAC Generals as Javi Hugo drills in that first free throw. 9-8 is our score. 4 minutes 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Javi Hugo misses the second. Joshua Devara now fielded in together with Buen. Harvey Pagsanhan being bothered by Javi Hugo. Buen from way beyond that short. Wilmar Oftana, second serving, turns around. No good. Davion Coleman secures the rebound, but Harvey Pagsanhan will be called for that foul, which places his team in a penalty situation. Davion Coleman will troop the line for 2 free throws. Davion Coleman, one of the foreign student athlete candidates for the UP Fighting Maroons, together with Francis Nuruka. Mga foreign student athletes natin, mga kaibigan, no, kung makikita nyo, also fighting for the spot, no? Dahil once at a time, no, lalo sa UAAP, hindi pwedeng magsabay. Isa lang ang pwede na i-field in per game. As we see Manacho pulling up Oftana with that reverse. No good. Kyle Buen. He will be fouled there underneath. Paulo Golatera will be the culprit. That foul against Kyle Buen, who sank the first free throw. 10-9 is our count in favor of the EAC Generals. Manacho, second chance opportunity here for the Generals. Pagsanhan, give and go, but bothered by Davion Coleman, gets his own miss. Kick out to Wilmar Oftana for 3. And that will be good for Wilmar Oftana, way beyond. 3 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Harvey Pagsanhan steals that ball and drives hard with that floater. He will be fouled. Javi Hugo will be called for his first personal foul. Third team foul for the UP Fighting Maroons. Para po sa mga gustong manood dito sa ating venue, 100 pesos lang po for the day pass for the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup, pre-sent to us by the Shawarma Shack. Harvey Pagsanhan now, second free throw. Makes good of both charities as Roy Domingo is now fielded in favor of Galotera. Full court pressure now being employed by EAC, and they were successful in bothering it. Joshua Devara, corner jumper, and it will be good. 16-9 is our count. EAC Generals still pouring on the points this first quarter, and pressure defense successful. Joshua Devara, Harvey Pagsanhan, left hand layup, but Davion Coleman was there to butter and shatter it. Bola mananatili sa panig ng mga puti ng EAC Generals. 21 seconds to shoot. Gerald Manacho, Josh Devara, Pagsanhan, corner 3, no good. But it was still recovered by the white shirt. Wilmar Oftana, malakas from wide beyond. Pagsanhan, offensive rebound, but no good. There will be an offensive foul be called against Jello Rivero. Second personal foul, for team foul for the UP Fighting Maroons. Joshua Devara, Wilmar Oftana again from way beyond. Too strong that time. Javi Hugo now hesitating, drops to Domingo in the middle, and it will be good for Roy Domingo. 16-11 is our count. EAC Generals. Gerald Manacho being clobbered there underneath by Davion Coleman. Jello Rivero sit down in favor of Nico Tan. Both teams now in the penalty. Just like to take note, for the UP Fighting Maroons, they brought in 10-man rotation for this game. Maraming wala sa kanila, especially those big names like Gani Stevens, Denzel Walker, name a few. Gerald Manacho sinking in both free throws. 7-point lead now for the EAC Generals. Singson drops to Davion Coleman underneath. Two white shirt against him, but last touch will be against a white shirt. Bola mananatili sa UP Fighting Maroons. 17 seconds to shoot for the Fighting Maroons. Corner 3, no good. Kyle Buen, but he will be fouled. The foul will be against Davion Coleman. Second personal for the big guy. Penalty situation, which means Kyle Buen will be shooting 2 free throws. Chance to up the lead. 8 points ang kalamangan. Pwede pang dagdagan ni Kyle Bueno from this second free throw. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. That free throw is good. 9-point lead now for the EAC Generals. Still, they're pressuring the Fighting Maroons. Backcourt, Javi Hugo gives it out to Nico Tan from way beyond, and that's good from McKinley Hill Road. 20-14 is our count. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. Harvey Pagsanhan met by Davion Coleman upstairs. He will be fouled. He will choke the line for another set of free throws. This UP Fighting Maroon team, a better performance this Sunday compared dun sa kanilang inilaro last weekend against the University of Perpetual Help Binyan squad, as Harvey Pagsanhan makes good on both free throws. 22-14 is our count. Nico Tan being bothered at the corner by two white shirts. Javi Hugo, Rowy Domingo now against Harvey Pagsanhan. Tries to cross it over but loses the ball. Foul there. Will be called against Harvey Pagsanhan. Pushing foul. Second personal and penalty situation for both teams. Rowy Domingo troops the 15-foot line for two free throws. Again, sa panig naman po ng EAC Generals, tatlong players ang hindi natin mararamdaman ng presensya ngayong araw na ito. Jacob Shinoda, Deo Lucero, and Jude Bagay were suspended for this matchup because of those scuffles that they got involved into last week against the LPU Pirates. Josh Tevara now using that Manacho screen. Wilmar Oftana, 4-3 strong. Rowy Domingo, but he cannot contain his balance. Ball will stay with the white shirts of the EAC Generals. 22-14 is our count. Last 54 seconds in this first quarter. Wilmar Oftana, Harvey Pagsanhan now. Three is good for Harvey Pagsanhan. 9-point lead or 11-point lead rather for the EAC General. Nico Tan, Javion Coleman loses his balance. Wilmar Oftana off to Pagsanhan. No good. Wilmar Oftana cleanup job, no good. Javion Coleman to Ramirez, but loses control of his body and loses the ball in turn. Babalik ang bola sa mga nakaputi ng United Nations Avenue EAC Generals for the last 17 seconds of this opening quarter of the first game of the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. Nico Tan telegraphing that pass to Gerald Manacho. 9.7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Harvey Pagsanhan inbounding the ball. Josh Devara calling for the clear out. 6 seconds. 5. Kyle Buen, three-pointer. And that will be good for Kyle Buen from way beyond. That will do it for our first quarter. 28-14 is our count in favor of the EAC Generals. Magbabalik po kami matapos lamang po ang break.
Transform your sweat into strength and your
Pinoy
doubts
Liga
into
Cup number
determination.
1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number
Welcome to
1.
the journey of fit
Pinoy
spot.
Liga Cup number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Transform your sweat into strength and your doubts into determination. Welcome to the journey of fit spot.
ENDERUN College's gym coach Chris King de la Cruz bringing you the action of the games of the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup this Sunday. First game we have the EAC Generals against the UP Fighting Maroons. At later this afternoon we'll be having the University of Perpetual Help Binyan Saints against the Babua Cardinals. We are in the second quarter as Nico Tan fires that three-point shot, nothing good. 28-14 is our count. Mac Jacob, baseline drive, kicks it out. Rico Postanes runs out of real estate in that attempt. Babalik ang bola sa panig ng UP Fighting Maroons. Francis Noruka underneath, and he won't be challenged there. 28-16 is our count. Still EAC Generals on top. Jervin Vista now. Fielded in by Coach Arnold Oliveros. And give and go. Jetro Bacod inside. 30-16 now is the lead. 14-point lead para sa panig ng EAC Generals. 8 minutes 45 seconds remaining. Rowy Domingo, 3-point shot short. Francis Noruka, but Mac Jacob was there to bother. Nico Tan was there to recover and score on that pull-up jumper. 30-18. Still EAC on top. Rico Postanes na nakadalawang 3-point shots na kaninang first quarter. Vista would want to try his hand from the outside too. Rowy Domingo taps it to the wrong guy. And that's good. 3-point shot from Andre Oliveros. Ups the lead now, 33-18. EAC Generals being bothered by the pressure defense. Now, Nico Tan short. Again, the EAC Generals attacking Oliveros, who drilled earlier a 3-point shot. White shirts trying to find the open man. Oliveros trying again his hand from 3-point shot. Malakas ngayon. Domingo, forward pass to Ramirez, but una yung pasa kesa dun sa papasahan. 7 minutes 24 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Francis Noruka talking to his teammates now for the UP Fighting Maroons. Sabihin nila, communicate, listen. Those are the things I think these Fighting Maroons are lacking right now. Let's talk more as Postanes would launch a 3. No good. Francis Noruka secures the board. Davi Hugo now. Rowy Domingo. Javi Hugo. Sarado ang pintuan. Rowy Domingo slices through, and he would be fouled with that floater. Jetro Bacod, the culprit there. First team foul for the EAC Generals. Rowy Domingo now behind the stripe for 2 free throws, as that was a shooting foul, but he misses on the first 6 minutes. 43 seconds remaining on our clock this second quarter. But free throw violation will be called against Rowy Domingo. The count still stands at 33-18 in favor of the EAC Generals. Vista. Mac Jacob, quick pass to Bacod underneath, but he was murdered by the interior defense of the Fighting Maroons. Ramirez now, but he will travel. Would want to try that hesitation move, but slips on the process. 33-18 is our count. Still EAC Generals on top. 6 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. Vista. Rico Postanes kicks it out to Bakud. Back to Mac Jacob. Vista from way beyond. Short. Javi Hugo serving the floor. Corner 3 will be strong. But there will be a foul downstairs against Rico Postanes. Nico Tan now being fielded back in favor of Ramirez. 5 minutes 53 seconds remaining in our first half of action in our first game of the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup, presented to us by the Shawarma Shack. Warning has been assessed. The coaches of the UP Fighting Maroons. Jello Rivero, corner 3, and that will be good. Timeout now, Coach Arnold Oliveros and the EAC Generals. Lamang pa rin sila, 30-31. We'll be right back. We're back here, second quarter. Let's see the notable recruits of Coach Jerson Cabiltes for his EAC Generals. Pinangungunahan ni Harvey Pagsanhan ng UE, si Axel Doroman, AP Manlapas, parehong galing from AU and Adamson respectively. Deo Lucero from Arellano, Wilmar Oftana, Arellano, and Jude Bagay from Arellano. Cyrus Nitura from Perpetual Help and Jerolan Omandak from Lyceum University. Mga aabangan nating mga pangalan sa mga susunod na araw para sa EAC Generals. Right now they're playing here in the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup, featuring the Team Bs of different colleges and universities. Chance for these names to strut their wares, show their worth to their respective schools. Enrico Postanes, nice find underneath, being unselfish. Jetro Bakud there for that short stab. 35-21 is our count. EAC Generals, lamang pa rin. Javi Hugo finding Francis Noruca with that short pass inside. 35-23, 12 puntos na kalamangan ngayon. EAC Generals, 5 minutes 15 seconds remaining in our first half. Bakud now. Vista thought about the 3. Still bothered by Nico Tan. Postanes drives and it will be good. Rico Postanes doing the damage here for the EAC Generals. Full court pressure now. Offense of UP disrupted, but Jello Rivero was there for that floater using the bank. Still 12-point lead. Kulang dito sa parte ng UP, no? Yung talagang stops tulad nito, no? Yung offensive rebounds na bibigyan ng pangalawang pagkakataon ng mga EAC Generals. They can score these Fighting Maroons teams, but they must also do their homework pagdating naman sa defensive end. Hindi pwedeng magpalitan lang sila punto por punto itong EAC, and tulad nito, no, Pressure defense now. Balik ang bola sa EAC. Javi Hugo. 2-on-3 now. Driving strong. And dishing out to Galutera for that inside. But Harvey Pagsanhan, quick to attack there. Doria. Villarente. Wilmar Oftana, thought of the three. Pagsanhan. 10 seconds to shoot. Villarente, 3-point shot. No good. Pagdunsalan. Pinasok na rin sa panig ni Coach Arnold Oliveros. 10 ang hinahabol ng mga taga-Diliman. Francis Noruca was mothered there by Pardonsalan inside as Rowy Domingo and Javion Coleman will be fielded back in. "14 seconds to shoot for the Fighting Maroons. 10 ang kanilang hinahabol. 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Javi Hugo slices through the middle, changes hands, mid-air, and it will be good for Javi Hugo. 8-point lead now for EAC. Pagsanhan kicks it out to Villarente. Pagsanhan, 3-point shot, malakas. And possession now will shift back to the UP Fighting Maroons. They have the chance to trim down this 8-point lead. Javion Coleman waiting, surveying, back to Javi Hugo. Javion Coleman against Pardonsalan, up and under, no good. EAC now attacking. Pagsanhan, nice pass underneath to Andre Doria. Balik sa 10 ang kalamangan ng mga nakaputi ng EAC Generals. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Again, turnover by UP. Pagsanhan, and that will be good for a hoop and a harm for Harvey Pagsanhan. Galotera will be called for his second personal foul. First team foul now for the UP Fighting Maroons. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Harvey Pagsanhan completes that 3-point play. 42-29 is our count. Again, EAC relentless with their pressure defense. Jello Rivero gives it up to Galotera. Ramirez. Singson. Back to Ramirez. Javion Coleman downstairs. He was bothered by 3. White shirt. And he will be met upstairs by Aero Pardonsalan. I believe that will be the second personal foul by Aero Pardonsalan, which will send Javion Coleman to the free throw line as he sank that first free throw. 12-point lead being enjoyed here by the EAC Generals. Second free throw, Javion Coleman, no problem. 1 minute, 45 seconds remaining. 11-point lead by EAC Generals. Nice find of Tana to Harvey Pagsanhan inside. Good two-man game. 44-31. 13-point lead. Javion Coleman loses the ball. Villarente now off to the horses. Drops it to Andre Doria. No good. And Doria back to Pagsanhan. Pagsanhan will be assessed there with an offensive foul as he warded off to create space in that layup attempt. Third personal foul places his team in penalty situation. Last 1 minute and 9 seconds. Giello Rivero now against Harvey Pagsanhan, being bothered by two white shirts at the corner. Ramirez. Singson now. Back to Ramirez. 10 seconds to shoot. Giello Rivero open three. And it will be good. Pangalawang 3-point shot ni Giello Rivero. Brother of UP sensation Richie Rivero. Back to a 10-point lead of Tana 100. Angat uli sa 12 ang kalamangan ng mga nakaputi. Wilmer of Tana doing his thing on the defensive end after that shot. Villarente. Doria, 3-point shot. Pagsanhan recovers it for EAC. Villarente drives, kicks it out. Pardon Salan, corner, 3 strong. Javion Coleman last 12 seconds. And naagaw ng EAC. Andre Doria, the hoop and the harm. Javion Coleman rush that possession. Coach was telling him to attack, but eventually loses that ball to Andre Doria, and Andre Doria attacked the basket for that hoop and the harm. And Coach Nico Tionco has heard enough. He will map out things for the last 8.8 seconds of this first half. EAC Generals up 49-34. Magbabalik po kami.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
We see on our screens Coach Nico Tionco giving instructions for his UP Fighting Maroons, who are still down 49-34. Last 8.8 seconds remaining in this first half of action. The first game of the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup, presented to us by Shawarma Shack. Let's see what UP will do after that timeout. 8.8 seconds remaining. Singson attacking, being bothered by two white shirts. Giello Rivero, 3-point shot, no good. Ramirez, and that will do it for the first half of action in our first game of the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. EAC Generals angat 49-34 laban sa UP Fighting Maroons. Will be back after this halftime break.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
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 Transform your sweat into strength and your doubts into determination. Welcome to the journey of FitSpire.
uses. Inspire.
We are at halftime. 49 to 34 is our count. EAC General still on top. And we have a surprise for you this halftime. And dadalhin yan sa atin ng ating pinakamagandang si CJ. Ang CJ, sino ang iyong sorpresa?
Thank you, Chris. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang isang player from the EAC Generals, none other than Harvey Pagsanhan. Harvey, the last time that we saw you here in the Pinoy Liga Cup, you were playing for UE in the first season of the Collegiate Cup. Now, how are you blending in with this young EAC team?
Siguro yung pagiging leadership sa mga mas bata sa akin. Kasi yun naman yung sinabi sa akin ni Coach Jerson dito bago ako magpunta. Yung experience na dadalhin ko galing dun sa school ko dati and yung pinaglalaroin ko ngayon which is sa pro. So siguro yung experience yung maitulong ko sa kanila.
Harvey, bilang pinakabata at veterano sa EAC, anong nakikita mong mas ipapakita ng Generals heading to season 100 of the NCAA?
Siguro ngayon, mga bata kami, siguro mas more on fast-paced kami sa every game namin.
Harvey, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko lang sila Coach Steve, si Boss Jimmy, family ko sa Nueva Ecija, tapos girlfriend ko nanonood. And yung nagpapasalamat ako sa Jumbo Plastic.
Thank you, Harvey. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, CJ and Harvey Pagsanhan, for our halftime interview. And 15-point lead being enjoyed now by the EAC Generals, 49 to 34. No wonder we will show you with our numbers here bakit ganito kalaki ang kalamangan ng EAC Generals. They have been doing a splendid job on both ends. 16 out of 43 field goals while limiting UP to 12 out of 25. They also out-rebounded UP in that first half, 23 to 18. And itong malaking storya dito, yung turnovers, no? 13 turnovers for UP. Laban lamang sa dalawa ng EAC. Harvey Pagsanhan leading the charge of the EAC Generals, 11 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. While Jello Rivero on his part leads the UP Fighting Maroons, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Let's see anong gagawin dito ng panig ni Coach Nico Tionco ng UP Fighting Maroons in the second half. At least man lang, no, to chip away little by little that 15-point lead and be able to come back here, try to snatch the win. Coach Chris King de la Cruz po lamang naghahatid sa inyo ng aksyon ng Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. We're live here from the ENDERUN colleges. Match at hand here. EAC Generals against UP Maroons as Rico Postanes slices through the middle. EAC, second chance opportunity. Joshua Debara almost loses the ball. Takes it out to Mac Hakod. 5 seconds to shoot. Devara, bailout 3. Nothing there. Balik ngayon ng mga nakaputi sa depensa as Javi Hugo will be fouled. Mac Hakod being assessed with that foul. Urowi Domingo runs out of space. That baseline drive. Babalik ang possession ngayon sa panig ng mga nakaputi na EAC Generals. 49 to 34, still our count. Joshua Devara, Rico Postanes, Andre Doria, back to, that's Dave Ed Nilag. Empty possession there. Francis Doruca losing it, and Andre Doria will go unmolested in that fast break attack. Louie Domingo loses that bullet pass from Javi Hugo. 59-34 sa our count. Nico Tan fielded back in for Rowy Domingo. Committed that turnover for the UP Fighting Maroons. Rico Postanes. Hands off to Josh Devara now. 10 seconds to shoot. Tight defense being shown here by the Fighting Maroons. Mac Jacob finds Dave and nilag. Short on that semi-hook. Fighting Maroons. Jello Rivero now. Nico Tan again running out of real estate. Driving from the corner. Balik ang bola sa mga tagaputi ng EAC Generals. Josh Devara now using that Mac Jacob screen, but there will be an offensive foul against Mac Jacob. Third personal foul against Mac Jacob. Will be sub out here in favor of Gerald Manacho. Three-pointer, nothing there for the Fighting Maroons. Josh Devara pushing the pace. One-hander floater, no good. Dave Ednilag cleans it up. 53-34 is our count. EAC Generals, tight pressure defense against Nico Tan. Gives it out to Javi Hugo. Slices through and it will be good for Javi Hugo. The defense of EAC slow to recover there inside after that pressure defense against Nico Tan. 53-36. Devara steps back for a three and that's good for Joshua Devara. So far, meron ng 8 3-pointers na naipapasok ang EAC Generals. So we see here Francis Noruka committing that 3-second violation. Dagdag dito sa turnover story itong UP Fighting Maroons. Hindi ako nagkakamali, 15 na. Kaninang first half, 13. Sakit ng ulo para kay Coach Nico Tiong and 3-second violation against Dave Ed Nilag, staying longer time in the painted area. Javi Hugo being bothered by George Devara. Baloteras. But the pass is telegraphed. Josh Devara failing to secure the letter, turning the ball over. Sa panig naman ng EAC Generals, pangatlong turnover pa lamang nila nito, no? Nico Tan, Jello Rivero all alone for that layup. 12 points now for Jello Rivero. Manacho loses the ball. Nico Tan against Postanes, no problem. And a ceasefire will be called by Coach Arnold Oliveros. Lamang pa rin sila, 56-40. EAC Generals still on top. Magbabalik po kami.
Pinoy Liga Cup, number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup, number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup, number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup, number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup, number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup, number 1.
And we're back in action here, the third quarter of this matchup between EAC Generals and the UP Fighting Maroons. Nakikita natin sa screen natin ngayon yung previous game ng EAC Generals last week, February 11 against the Lyceum Pirates University. 80-71, they're spearheaded by Mac Jacob, 16 points, and Martin Robin na wala ngayon sa larong ito. That was an action-packed game. There were technical fouls that were called and there were players that were sent out on the part of the EAC Generals. Tatlong players nga nila ating namimiss ngayong araw na ito. Jacob Shinoda, Leo Lucero, and Jude Bagay being involved in those skirmishes last week against LPU. So we are now back in action. Javi Hugo gives it up to Galotera. Francis Nuruca slices through the middle and wala nang magawa doon ng depensa ni Wilmar Oftana. 42 to 56. EAC Villarente, Pagsanhan kicks it out to Buen. 3-point shot. Pangalawa ng 3-point shot ni Kyle Buen for this ball game. Ups the lead 59 to 42. Nico Lam short on that, but he recovers it and scores underneath. 59 to 44, but Harvey Pagsanhan quick to attack, and he will be fouled upstairs. Let's see who's the culprit. Francis Nuruca, first personal foul, first team foul for the Fighting Maroons of the University of the Philippines. Harvey Pagsanhan, first free throw, spearheaded the attack of this EAC Generals team in the first half. One of the prize recruits of prize transferees of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. And Harvey Pagsanhan makes good of that second free throw. Pressure defense now. Manacho goes all the way. No good. Villarente, second serving. Wala. Nico Tan, Jello Rivero. Sky up. Up there. No good for Nuruca. But Fighting Maroons gives up the ball. Manacho. Villarente will score inside. 63 to 44. Still EAC with that big lead. Singson will be short on that corner three. Kyle Buen, who drilled a three-pointer earlier, binigay kay Harvey Pagsanhan. 3 minutes 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Villarente strong on the three. Francis Nuruca, but he will be fouled as he lost possession there. Second personal foul of Wilmar Oftana. 19-point lead. Hinahabol ng mga taga-Diliman ng UPN. That turnover will not help the cause na makabalik dito sa larong ito in trimming down that 19-point lead. Harvey Pagsanhan now. Wilmar Oftana, corner three, strong there. Nico Tan, forward pass to Galotera, and he will go all the way. 63 to 46. UP still not giving up. Manacho fakes, but he will commit a traveling violation. That's his go-to move, but on that particular possession was bothered by the presence inside by Javian Coleman, which is why it's called for the traveling violation. Balik ang bola ngayon sa UP Fighting Maroons. Maniti fakes on and under Javian Coleman. Second serving, no good. Wasted opportunities there for the UP Fighting Maroons. Harvey Pagsanhan drops it to Manacho, and that's good. 65 to 46, 21-point lead. Jello Rivero now. Scoop layup, gets his own miss. But will be touched last by a white shirt. Ball will stay with the Fighting Maroons as Jello Rivero will sit down in favor of Rowy Domingo. Coach Nico Tionco would want to talk things over. They're down by 19.65 to 46. Babalik po kami matapos itong timeout na ito.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Pinoy Liga Cup number 1. Pinoy Liga Cup number 1.
Our trivia time para naman sa panig ng UP Fighting Maroons. Sila ay nag-champion sa NCAA 1924, 1925, 1926, and 1929. And sa pagsali naman nila at paglipat sa UAAP 1939 and 1986, and recently the 2021 champions, spearheaded there by no less than JD Kagulangan. 19 points ang hinahabol nila ngayon against EAC Generals. Rowy Domingo slicing through the middle, floater, but he will be fouled upstairs. It was a good drive by Rowy Domingo, faking off his defenders, challenging the interior defense of the EAC Generals. Tried to score his points in the free throw line, and that first free throw was good. Second free throw is way short for Rowy Domingo. 65 to 47. 18-point lead for the EAC Generals. 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Manacho almost losing the leather. Villarente, Pardunsalan, Harvey Pagsanhan, 3-point shot from the elbow. Malakas, Villarente, second chance. Binalik ngayon kay Oliveros, malakas pa rin. Rowy Domingo being guarded by two white shirts. Nico Tan. Forward pass, Javion Coleman. He will be met upstairs and fouled by Aero Pardunsalan. Fourth personal foul there by Aero Pardunsalan. Sa bagay mga kaibigan, no? Sinasabi nga nila, kung fa-foul ka rin naman lang din, sulitin mo na dahil ngayon mo lang magagamit yung 5 fouls na yan. Bukas hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin yan. So, but Aero Pardunsalan, nice job there, challenging all the shots inside. Walang madaling tira sa loob. We must also commend this young big gun from EAC for this hustle. Oliveros sizing up Nico Tan, 3-point shot off. Javion Coleman pushing the pace now. 2-on-1. Steps back for 3, and it will be good for Javion Coleman. 15-point lead now as we enter into the last 51 seconds of this third quarter. Harvey Pagsanhan drives strong, but he will be fouled. Javi Hugo coming back in together with Jet Robacud sa panig ng EAC Generals. Harvey Pagsanhan misses the first free throw. Last 48.9 seconds of this third quarter. Pagsanhan still misses on the second. Forward pass to Maniti, but he couldn't handle the leather. Sayang. Nauna na, no? Si Maniti dun sa fast break attack na yun. Couldn't handle the rock. Babalik ang bola ngayon. EAC Generals, Villarente directing traffic. Oliveros, who drilled the three-pointer earlier. Pagsanhan, corner 3, and that will be good for Harvey. Pagsanhan, back to 18 points. Ang lamang ng EAC Generals over the UP Fighting Maroons. Pagsanhan, intercepting that pass, 16 seconds. Would want to make sure they get the last shot, 8 seconds to go. Pagsanhan, slices through, floater, it won't be good. 2 seconds remaining, Javion Coleman, and it will not be good, and that would be it for the third quarter of this first game. EAC still on top by 18 points against the UP Fighting Maroons, 68-50. We'll be back. Time around, let's look at the prize recruits of the UP Fighting Maroons. We have Denzel Walker, Central Lakes College, Gani Stevens, the big guy from UE, Kingsley Udodo from GMC, Javion Coleman from New Mexico Military Institute, Miguel Eniguez from San Francisco State, and recently Ore Mogat from the University of the East. Inaabangan nating mag-suit up dito sa Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. Again, Coach Chris King de la Cruz po lamang naghahatid sa inyo ng aksyon. Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup presented to us by the Shawarma Shack, and we're entering the payoff period of this first game, doubleheader Sunday. Yung mga gusto pong manood pa rito sa ating venue sa ENDERUN Colleges, punta lamang po kayo sa halagang 100 pesos. I-enjoy nyo po ang mga aksyon dito ng Pinoy Liga Cup ngayong araw. Almost losing that possession there, EAC Generals. They're up big, 18 points against this UP Maroon team. Harvey Pagsanhan now passing to Jetro Bacud, but Bacud wasn't ready. That bullet pass by Pagsanhan inside. Balik ngayon ng bola para sa UP Fighting Maroons. Rowy Domingo faking his way, pulls up, no good. Jetro Bacud with that rebound. Forward now to Harvey Pagsanhan. Josh Debara, corner 3, Pagsanhan, short. UP 3-on-1, but the pass of Jello Rivero will be knocked away, and babalik ang possession sa EAC Generals. 18 puntos pa rin pong kalamangan ng mga nakaputi. Josh Devara kicks it out. Harvey Pagsanhan. Again, Harvey Pagsanhan, corner 3. Strong, but Joshua Devara recovers it for EAC. Rico Postanes runs out of space there. Let's talk about that. Corner 3. Turnover for EAC. Balik ang bola for UP Fighting Maroons. Galotera. Jello Rivero now. 3-point shot from the elbow, and it will be good for Jello Rivero. Has been the consistent performer for Coach Nico Tionco in this game. Baba sa 15 puntos ang kalamangan. Dave Ed Nilag. Joshua Devara tries his own 3-pointer. No good. Rowy Domingo throws that ball off to Dave Ed Nilag. They will return possession. 7 minutes 47 seconds in this fourth quarter. 68 to 53. Jello Rivero would try to find Javion Coleman being bothered by two white shirts. Nothing there. Rico Postanes. Back to Harvey Pagsanhan. Jetro Bacud commits that traveling violation after being bothered by the defense of Javion Coleman. Good job there for Javion Coleman sprinting back on the defensive end. 15 pa rin po ang hinahabol ng UP Fighting Maroons, 68 to 53 with 7 minutes 4 seconds remaining. Jello Rivero want to try to find a friend, but Josh Devara stole the ball. Josh Devara attacks the middle and he will be successful in that attack. 17-point lead for EAC. V. Hugo having problems. Pulls up from mid-range. Nothing there. Dave Ednilag secures the letter for EAC. 6 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Postanes gives it to Harvey Pagsanhan. Josh Devara thought about the three. Balik muli kay Josh Devara, who pulls up from mid-range and it will be good. 2 straight baskets there for Joshua Devara, lifting EAC to a 19-point lead, 72-53. Javi Hugo, Jello Rivero thought of the three, baseline drive, and it will be good up against the outstretched hands of Dave Ednilag. Jello Rivero scoring. Balik sa 17 ang hinahabol ng UP Fighting Maroons. Bacud, extra pass. Not good there, but Javi Hugo couldn't handle it. Harvey Pagsanhan met by Javion Coleman upstairs. And he will be shooting the line for 2 free throws. Wasted opportunities there for the part of the UP Fighting Maroons. Jervin Vista, Gerald Manacho, and Andre Doria being fielded in by Coach Arnold Oliveros. As Harvey Pagsanhan fails to capitalize on that charity. Still a 17-point lead for the EAC Generals. 5 minutes 26 seconds to go. 18-point lead now with that Harvey Pagsanhan free throw. Kyle Buen and Wilmar Oftana being fielded in, kapalit ni Dave Ednilag at ni Harvey Pagsanhan. 5 minutes 24 seconds remaining. Full court press defense. EAC giving UP a problem, but backcourt violation committed there by Javi Hugo. UP succumbing to that tight full court press defense being employed against them by the EAC Generals. 5 minutes 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds to shoot. Ilmar Oftana passes to Manacho, but he will be fouled. Kyle Buen, Vista. Kyle Buen, 3-point shot. He has been drilling that earlier, but this time was short. Andre Doria, Manacho looking for that favorite shot. Vista, top of the key. It will be short. And EAC Generals will commit that shot clock violation. Balik ngayon ang possession para sa mga taga-Diliman na UP Fighting Maroons. 18-point lead with 4 minutes 38 seconds remaining ang kanilang hinahabol. Galotera, Nico Tan, Jello Rivero thought of the three. Rowy Domingo, baseline. Nico Tan, Jello Rivero slices through, but he will travel there. defended effectively by the white shirts. Couldn't buy a bucket that time for Jello Rivero. Still an 18-point lead being enjoyed here by the boys of Coach Gerson Cabiltes, Coach Arnold Oliveros, Andre Doria. Second thought of that move, shuffled his feet, committed that traveling violation. 3 minutes, 58 seconds remaining. Ramirez now. Hugo Ramirez back in this game. Jello Rivero at the corner. Hugo Ramirez back to Francis Noruca. Kicks it out. Nico Tan too strong on that try. But there is a foul against Wilmer Oftanas. He was caught pushing off against Francis Noruca in that battle underneath the basket. Knockout play there for the Fighting Maroons. Follow up by Francis Noruca. No one to bother there inside. Towering over all the players inside of EAC. Wilmer Oftana wasn't ready for that bullet pass from Kyle Buen. Balik ngayon ang possession sa UP Fighting Maroons. Vista bothering Jello Rivero. Nico Tan, Francis Noruca finding Jello Rivero. Fakes and the pull-up jumper will be good for Jello Rivero. 3 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. The lone bright star for the UP Fighting Maroons this game, Jello Rivero scoring, but there will be an offensive foul against Wilmer Oftana. I think that's his 5th personal. Will be against Joshua Devara, I think. Dito pa rin sa ating floor si Wilmer Oftana. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Francis Noruca, Jello Rivero. 3-point shot, Galotera. Strong. Vista recovers it for EAC. Passes now to Pagsanhan. Possibly the closer for Coach Gerson this game. Buen, second thought. Vista, 3-point shot, no good. Noruca and Kyle Buen contesting that possession. Babalikan possession sa kamay ng UP Fighting Maroons. See here in the Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup, you see a preview of the players na pwede nating abangan who will crack Team A in their respective squads. And Francis Noruca making his case there. That awesome move underneath. 73-61. Only a 12-point lead. Last 2 minutes. And habang pumasok tayo sa last 2 minutes, meron po tayong mga Pinoy Liga Cup merchandise, jackets, t-shirts, hoodies, and you can purchase that over our partner Shopee and Lazada. Nintay natin, bili na. 3-point shot there from EAC. Jello Rivero would try to answer. No good. 76-61. And safe to say that EAC Generals will march on to win this ball game as Harvey Pagsanhan kicks it out to Kyle Buen. Long 2-pointer will not be good. Javi Hugo still for UP. Galotera, but there was Noruca underneath for the cleanup. Substitution here for EAC. Villarente and Oliveros being fielded in. Hero Pardon Salan. Last 58 seconds remaining. 13-point lead. Balanced attack here, played by the boys of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. And that man, Harvey Pagsanhan, leading their charge, proving that he will be their main man in the upcoming season of the NCAA. Francis Noruca on his part tried his best to lead the charge for the UP Fighting Maroons as Villarente cashes in on that pull-up jumper. 15-point lead. Coach Nico Tionco calling for the last shot of this game as the EAC Generals will pick up this win, and Francis Noruca still be fouled. Only the third team foul of the EAC Generals. Ramirez now. 3-point shot was short. Harvey Pagsanhan. And that will do it. EAC Generals will take home this win 80 to 63 against the UP Fighting Maroons. Balance attack, as I have said earlier, employed by Coach Arnold Oliveros together with their head coach, Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Many contributors led by Harvey Pagsanhan, Kyle Buen, and Rico Postanes setting the tone during the first quarter, drilling some outside shots para naman sa panig ng UP Fighting Maroons. Jello Rivero, the brother of Richie Rivero and Prince Rivero, starring in this failed campaign of the UP Fighting Maroons in this ball game. Nevertheless, proving his worth in his performance, as we will now see both teams singing their respective school hymns.
We bear your name, feel proud, keep it strength.
Our Xbox player of the game finishing with 19 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists from the EAC Generals.
And our best player for the game for the EAC Generals will be their prize recruit, Harvey Pagsanhan. And he will now be joined by the beautiful CJ Ang for this post-game interview. CJ, pasok na with Harvey Pagsanhan.
Thank you, Chris. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang ating Antbox Best Player of the Game with 19 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Harvey Pagsanhan of the EAC Generals. Harvey, first game back here in the Pinoyliga Cup, panalo para sa inyo. How big is this? Most especially, dikit-dikit kayo sa itaas ng inyong bracket.
Yun nga, sabi nila coach, must win tong game na to para hindi kami malaglag sa semis. So yun, pinagbutihan namin sa game para makuha yung panalo ngayon.
Harvey, playing inspired basketball for the Generals and your inspiration watching from the stands, being that we are still in the love month, how big is she in your development as a player?
Siyempre, sobrang laking tulong sa akin nung girlfriend ko. May moments na down ako pero andyan siya lagi, hindi niya ako iniiwan sa mga kailangan ko na kausap. Yan. So, sobrang laking tulong sa akin.
Harvey, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko yung family ko sa Nueva Ecija, mga teammates ko sa Nueva Ecija, si Coach Steve, at si Boss Jimmy ng Jumbo Plastic.
Thank you, Harvey. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, CJ, with our best player of the game, Harvey Pagsanhan. And that will do it for this first game. 80-63, UP fighting Maroons, losing against the EAC Generals. And for our second game, we will be having the matchup between the Mapua Cardinals against the University of Perpetual Help Saints. Will be at 2:30 p.m. And this has been Coach Chris King de la Cruz who brought you this game. Babalik po kami for that second game, Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Transform your sweat into strength and your doubts into determination.
No excuses. Inspire.